Number one is about storytelling. There was one startup, I think he was the founder, I'm not sure, or the CEO. The person talking about a story. So it's the startup is called Nixi, Nixi for children. It's what is it? It's kind of an application and education system for kids that are afraid to go into the hospital, getting treated by the hospital, by nurses, and so on. So before these kids go into the hospital, they get access to an application, and then they do some trainings and get to understand what's going to happen. So Nixi is basically the AI or the caricature or comic version of this, and Nixi is explaining what's going to happen so that they're not afraid. He was telling that as a story, and I still remember it today, and that's 3 weeks ago. I have listened to, as I said, plus 50 startups, and this one I still remember the story. Very powerful, very good told, and I think that was a very good example. If we go into how they did this, so from an order perspective, they started with the vision. So, or he started with the vision. He started vision, what it is about, what do they want to do. And it was all about, hey, kids are afraid in going into hospital. How do we solve this? So that's our mission. And I'm repeating that as I remember because I just wrote down vision. Then they went into the problem statement, and then they explained the story inside the how. So the whole how was the story of how do they do this? How do they help kids? They have shown pictures, or he showed pictures. He showed the person, and he linked that to the story so that people understand it. Very, very powerful. And then they went into the more pitch part, which is, hey, this is what we want to do going forward. This is our plan. That's our team, and that's what we need to go forward. So we call to action, by the way, still I have written down we call to action is it was again please visit our stand. So I think that was the only missing part, but the story was very powerful. So very good example.